Hey, this is Lalicia Say My Name Bitch podcast. But what we say ain't for play, and no matter your position in life, baby, we all gonna elevate. I say, I'm gonna say it for the end. Anywho, let's get right to it. So today's topic is I'm gonna start with this one because it's so relevant. Why do people want what they don't have? And for real, to be honest, my intentions were going to be do a little research before I spoke on this because I have my opinion. I know what it is, but at the same time, a lot of things that I speak on, I know there's actually research that have been done on this stuff. So, with that being said, I know there are a lot of people who will, and you already know I gotta check my notes because I gotta stay on point. But I know there are a lot of people that, for instance, me, I've always been a real skinny girl, skinny girl. But as an adult, I'm 31 now. I feel like I'm just getting into my adult weight. Y'all see the BBL. I'm just getting into my adult weight. However, being younger, you will always hear people like me saying, "Oh, I'm so skinny, I want to gain weight. I want to gain weight. I want to gain weight." But then you hear big people saying, "Oh, I'm so big, I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight." Now, I will be straightforward on you. Do have some big people that probably need to lose weight because it's more healthier for them. And then, vice versa for skinny people, you might need to gain weight because, you're just malnourished. Like I said, it's a health thing. And either way, that goes to a whole lot of other things too, as far as like, say for an example, somebody might get a Benz and they be like, yes, I got my dream car. Then they see another Benz, like, oh, I like that one better. Why do people do that? Like, why are you not never satisfied with what you have? Now, one point of that I will say is it's a good thing. You never want to be content. You never want to be satisfied, especially if you somebody. I'm gonna be honest. Somebody like myself. Somebody like myself, you never want to be content or satisfied with the bare minimum, or you never want to be satisfied or content with, oh, I just made it to this point and that's good or whatever. Oh, by the way, distracted. Check out that 9 there and check out those bottles here. Y'all already know that's something I do. One stop shop for y'all party events for big ass cocktail. The reason I made that face is because, as I was saying, I'm on a weight gain journey, and I know y'all saw that. I'm on a weight gain journey, and I've been gaining my weight. However, you have to balance these things out. That's gonna be another topic, balancing. However, this is something I created myself. I'm gonna get up. Do not laugh at me because when I first got this dress, I wasn't in size. However, this is it in the front, and then this here is the back. If y'all can see it, is the. I won't do too much. But yes, my babies are in gymnastics, so I did the little balance beam symbol. It's not, my shirt isn't quite finished yet. However, this was like a trial and run error. Whenever I do products for my customers, always, I keep, shirts lying around just to do a test run and get my thing perfect before it actually gets out to my customers. So that's just for y'all to know. Anywho, with that being said, like I said, this dress I bought at work real skinny. Now I'm big and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm too big for it. And then granted, the one thing that can fix that is, of course, buying bigger clothes. But why is there a need to fulfill this? So you got this hole, you fill it up, you fill it up, you fill it up. Then I don't know why, but we make it so the hole is even bigger. So we gotta fill it up, fill it up, fill it up, and it's, I don't know what it is anymore. Like I said, I'll do my research and I'll try to edit onto this video. And then, cause y'all know I be editing videos, please bear with me. This is just the beginning, and y'all know that. Y'all can see this pretty little face for a long while. But with that being said, my editing be trash, y'all. I'm proud of myself for getting to it, actually doing it, and actually doing something. But it just be like the bare minimum. It don't be the bare minimum because I actually I be putting in my hardest, but I don't know anything about it. Anyway, with that being said, we accomplish things, and it's just like being a CNA. I need a career, I need to get something done, I'm be a CNA. Yes, I made it to CNA. So you want to strive to newer goals. It's always good to always want to strive to newer and better. And that's the one thing about it. However, I think us as human beings, we do need to understand and realize as well. I hate saying but being content, or not even being content. It's always great to strive for new goals. However, it's also a great and awesome thing to be mindful and celebrate your accomplishments. So when you drop that 1 pound, 2 pound, baby girl, I don't even give a care as a 0.5 pound. You need to celebrate your accomplishments, pat yourself on the back. Me, on the other hand, I had a hard time gaining weight, and it was because I don't know about y'all. I don't know about everybody else. People don't talk about this a lot because as soon as I lose weight, they be like, "Oh, Lisa." I know they probably be behind my back talking about something I'm smoking crack. Never smoke crack. Never want to smoke crack. I don't care. You can do what you want to do. But anyways, I mean, I know people will be like, "Oh my gosh, she smoked crack," but if I'm losing weight, and I think I said this in a video before, that's a bad sign. And it's bad because the people around that call themselves my friends, they see me losing weight and they don't show no concern. They don't say, "Are you okay? What's going on? Have you eaten today?" Because that's a lot of times that's what it is. Nerves so bad to the point where I'm just in the bed, or nerves so bad to the point where I'm just going, and not eating. That's gonna be another topic because there's something linked to that for the reason I do that. But back to the matter at hand, because I like to say that. But yeah, people always want what they don't have. And even someone told me about, they read a book. I kind of want to shout this guy's name out, but I don't want to. But anywho, he told me there's a book about women wanting married men and vice versa, which is so it's crazy. But it's bad because I believe there's some women like that. And I mean, as a solution, because like I said, we don't talk about the problem, solution. We do want solution. Like that's solution. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But I mean, I feel like we have to do a lot more of self-talking. People might say it's crazy. People might be like, "Oh, what? I'm not ready to talk to myself," or talk to yourself as long as you don't answer. Look, you talk to yourself, you answer yourself, you do whatever you need to do to get that good balance, as I was speaking on, because y'all need to stay tuned. There's gonna be another video. But in order to keep that balance, talk to yourself. Let yourself know, hey, that's somebody else's man. I have a man. Why would I want somebody just because I want to prove a point to my inner self? Why do I want somebody else's woman because I want to feed those inner demons when I have a woman that loves me at home? Like, why do people do that? We don't know. However, like I said, the solution may be practice more your self-talk. Come to your senses and snap out of it. When you see that tasty little Deroni or whatever you want to call it, back up, reevaluate. It is hard to do that sometimes in the moment. And however, if you do act on it, what I do suggest is when you're in that moment and it happens and you too far gone to even come back, when that moment is gone, you break down that whole situation and find out what happened. What was I doing to fall out those boundaries? What was I feeling to fall out those boundaries? And what happened after I fell out those boundaries? And that's another thing. So I got a lot of necks because I got a lot of plants. My plants are dying, so I've been kind of like soaking them up with water, y'all. Bad plant mama. Yes, I know. I'm getting back on. I'm getting back on my wave. I promise y'all. They're actually coming back. Like I said, I'm coming back. The plants coming back. We all getting back. Anywho's, back to the point. But yeah, like even with the car situation, like I'm gonna be honest, I was talking about myself with the car situation. Like I've never driven a nice vehicle. Actually, I want to take that back. I like the car that I had. They just won't tell everybody. It's like I had a 91 Cutlass white. Oof. That was my baby. I love that car. To this day, if I could just get that car, I would get it. Had a 91 Cutlass, loved it. However, that wasn't new. I was born in 91. That's why I like it. And the Cutlass, they don't make those anymore. And it wasn't no Cutlass Supreme brand. Okay, we're not talking about cars. But so that was a nice car. Then I had me like a Buick. I had a 2000 Buick. Sold that to Jughead for $1,000. I had a van that was in a real bad accident. '03 van, I want to say. Real bad accident. That ended up getting towed, I believe. And then just like I said, old car after old car after old car. Now I finally got this luxury vehicle, and I find myself on the road sometimes driving. Oh, that's a nice car. Oh, that's a nice car. Oh, that. Like Lisa, you're driving a nice car. Be grateful for what you have. So I will be on. I have taken my own advice, and I say to myself, "Oh, I'm driving a nice car too. Let me adjust my energy because not only am I surrounded, because I go in areas. I'm gonna be honest. I go in them white areas because they be more predominantly white. I will say it. Like if anybody knows like Short Pump or out in Lynchburg, um, what's another place I've been that was like really white? Oh, Wilmington. That's pretty white. Wilmington, North Carolina. Oh no, not Wilmington so much. It was Wrightsville Beach. Very white. Everybody got nice cars, and I'm driving like, oh, that's a nice. Oh, that's a. I said, oh, I got a nice car too. You know, because sometimes we forget, and when we do things like that, it throws these signals to our brain. Now I'm only saying this. I'm no doctor, and I ain't gonna lie. I literally just made it up, but it makes sense to me. But when we're driving and we're like, oh, that's a nice car. Oh, that's a nice car. We're belittling ourselves little by little. However, instead of saying you're better than somebody, we don't gotta do that. Just say, yeah, they got a nice car, and I have a nice car too. I have a nice car too. Her body is nice. I have a nice body too. Yeah, that man is handsome, but I am handsome too. You know, because everybody has their flaws. Nothing is going to be 100% all around the board. Even with the most wealthiest person in the world, everything isn't going to be straight across the board. You know, it's just not it. It's just not it. You know, I want to say not even the presidential families got their stuff together, but we know that. So with that being said, I'm gonna start. Like I said, I'm gonna wrap this up. It's only me today. I haven't been calling people on. Not gonna get too deep into that. Uh, but with that being said, like I said, the solution is like start with what you do have. Let's focus on gratitude. Like, oh yeah, like me. Yeah, I was a skinny little mini, but because I ain't gonna lie, I don't feel skinny mini no more. But however, my body is small, and that's how I say I feel like I'm small, but somebody bigger than me, like girl, you barely got a stomach. So it's like I do focus on being grateful. I'm very grateful. Like, mind you, I'm about 150, you know, I be around like 150, 147 between those few little numbers, you know, a little water weight we wake up in the morning, whatever. But with that being said, you know, I'm 5'7", so I'm kind of tall. That's, to be honest, somebody else's size. That's the perfect size. However, it is a good size. It's not shaped the way I want to. So if the only thing I can say in reference to that, if you don't like it, do what you got to do to change it. And if you can't change it, if it's out of your control, hell with it, hell with it, go get it. And let me talk now for forever as I sing it. But no, seriously, certain things we can't change. Certain things we can't, you know, do anything about. But if it's within your means or within being able to take care of it, do it. Stop playing. Don't play yourself because the only thing that can get in your way is you. You hear me? Now, granted, there are some birds out there where, you know, maybe if you are a parent, a single parent, and you don't have transportation, you don't have a job, so you got the means to make the money, or you don't got the time to work out because you always change the pamper or the, hey, whatever it may be, work around it, find a way. A lot of us, we don't have support systems, and I get that. However, I'm here, and I want to start that community where we're able to have that support system. So, come in. You see the hands coming out. Come in, my friend. Alright, I'm done. I'm not gonna do it anymore. I'm gonna stop. But with that being said, yes, definitely everybody knows I'm a very welcoming person. Very what am I saying? Welcoming. Y'all get the point. I ain't gonna get too deep into it. But that's me. So if need be, DM me, private message me. Y'all already know the Facebook, Lisa Gregory. Y'all already know the Instagram, Karma Health, KarmaHealth_. I don't know why I always pause when I say that. I think I'm picturing it. But anyways, Karma Health _ inbox me, say something like, hey, look, you said I can reach out. I mean, and there's no fee. There's no fee for that. I know a lot of people are charging to do this and charging to do that. That's not what I'm doing. However, what I will say, y'all look forward to some new things coming soon from me, because however, I do want to volunteer my time. I do want to volunteer my advice. However, I am looking tapping into some resources, and I will put that link below. That's why I be better, y'all, with the editing. I will put that link below. Grants that can assist me with the services that I like to provide to people for free. Like say things here, I'm like, hey, reach out to me if you need help with childcare and I can't watch your baby because I'm working, at that time. I might have, X amount of dollars in this, business account for those specific purposes. So please tap in and keep up, keep track, subscribe, like, stay tuned to what's going on, because this, like I said, this is only the beginning. Y'all gonna see this face a whole lot. Anyways, well, I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping this up. Like I said, the topic was, why do people want what they don't have? It's just a thing. Like I said, everybody goes through it. Everybody has probably been there, whether it be the man you don't have, the woman you don't have, the car you don't drive, the car you want to have, the house you want to have, With that being said, we focus on solutions around here. So the solution being, start showing gratitude and work towards start showing gratitude and work towards what you want. Whether it be that bad beach body. I went left, y'all. I had another thought, because I was thinking about how people just, you can go buy a body, but I'm not buy a body material. But that's another subject for another day. Anyhows, work towards what you want, y'all. All jokes aside, work towards what you want, but definitely give yourself that pat on the back. Never, ever forget to do that, because when you do that, it triggers something in your brain to break it down just a little, and a little more, and a little more. And even if you do it just this much, that little much just adds up. So try not to do that, y'all. Try to just be grateful. Try to just stay positive. No matter who's watching this video, no matter how old you are, please take heed to what I'm saying, because you never know when that breaking point will come, because you forget to show yourself gratitude, because nobody else is going to do what you can do for you. This is what I want to say, because I said I'll look it up, because I know it's something, it's a science behind the whole wanting what we don't have situation. I'm so mad at myself that I keep on my notes, because I know me. One of the subtopics was skinny people want to be fat, and fat people want to be skinny. And then, another example was people with no kids want kids. Like, it's always a thing. However, when I did my research online, it says when we like someone, our brain releases the hormone dopamine. When they appear in our messages or ask to see us, we can get hooked on this happy hormone. Gotta sneeze. Does anybody do that to sneeze? I don't know. It helps me sneeze. Anywho, we can get hooked on this happy hormone and start chasing the hat like a drug. If we get intermittent, I'll Google that word later. Don't worry about it. But intermittent attention from someone, it's all the more addictive than we got it all the time. It's all the more addictive than if we got it all the time. So why do people want what they can't have? 10 reasons. This happens because we tend to associate with value. Value with rarity. So when we see someone that is scarce, it subconsciously makes us think about wanting it more. Okay. Romantic rejection can lead to increased yearning because it stimulates parts of the brain associated with motivation and reward and addiction. Y'all, Google is on one, but for real, it makes sense. It makes sense. But that dopamine answer was what I was looking for because that's what I guess, like I said, I didn't know, but I knew where I was getting at, you know. There's something in that brain that triggers you to be like, oh, this is good because I don't have it. This is good because I don't have it. But once you obtain it, you need to secure yourself in, hey, this is good. Granted, depending on the circumstance, like I said, because if you one of the people who, you're a dental assistant and you like, ooh, this is good, but I want more. Okay, that's okay. But if you one of these people like, hey, I got the baddest dude, I already say the N word, but I got the baddest dude out here, da da da, and then you see another dude, he get a little bit more money. Well, not even that he get a little bit more money, it's just the fact that everybody else wants him. Like, oh, nobody else can pull him. You're like, shit, I can pull him. Like that right there, that must be the explanation of that. But with that being said, that's all I wanted to share with you guys because I definitely want to get to that because there's a lot of people who say, oh, I want more children, I want more children. And I'm like, not, no, you don't. Or they be like, well, I wish I ain't had no kids. I wish I ain't had no kids. I'm like, no, you don't. Let me stop now. But with that being said, you got somebody, I want to add this on to the number, close this off. Somebody made this point. Somebody I know works in CNA, and she was like, the person got old and they have no one to come and see them, anything like that. Now, granted, I will be honest, you can have 6 children. If you a bad mother, bad father, all 6 of them children ain't coming to deal with you. So that's another thing, another subject for another day because it's becoming so common. Actually, becoming too common. But people who be like, oh well, I want more children. I can understand because once you get old, you'll have nobody. Especially if you're a single mother, single father. You shouldn't have children just to have company, though. That's bad. You just need to find your person because that's not cool. But with that being said, that's another example. Like people who have children be like, I wish I ain't had no kids. Like, bitch, if you ain't had no kids, you wouldn't be the person you are. So that's why I'm so grateful for mine. Like, even though I ain't gonna lie, I be in the moments like, if I didn't have them, where would I be? If I didn't have them, like, how much or what would I have done? However, I use that as my motivation. Now, what can I get done being that I got it? So, with that being said, I'm gonna close this shit out one more time. One more time for the one more time. This is Lalicia's, say my name, podcast. Well, what we say ain't for play. And no matter your position in life, baby, we all will elevate. Ashe.